Good morning, everyone. It's an exciting morning for us here. I'm really proud to be here today to swear in Erie's 8 newest firefighters. And I want to tell you, I just came from Patriot Day, which is up at St. Luke's High School. I don't know if any of you have ever been to that. I know a couple of you were there. It's a very moving tribute to our military and our first responders. And a lot of memory of 9/11 and what happened there. And one of the things that really stuck with me from the program was as literally thousands of people are leaving those buildings, the firefighters were heading in to try to save lives. So it's an incredible position you guys are in, and I'm gonna like to welcome each of you individually and have you come up on the stage when I call your name. So first, I'd like to welcome Dion Lewis. Ronald J. Dombrowski. Matthew Southwick. Ray Zumagala. Judd Spaulding. Eric Deluzy. Michael Hodak. And Eric Heine. These 8 firefighters that stand before you today have already been hired and actually have been courageously serving the Erie community for several months already. This swearing-in ceremony basically formally recognizes their achievements and their contributions to the city. I also want to extend a very warm welcome to all the friends and family members who are here with us today. Thank you for allowing your loved one to become part of the Erie Fire Department. That sounds good. We can't applaud enough, I don't think, for this. So, our fire command staff is also with us. I'd like to recognize Fire Chief Guy Santone. And Assistant Fire Chief Joe Walco. So next, we're going to administer the oath of office. So if you could all raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly swear. That I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. The Constitution of this Commonwealth. And that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially, discharge the duties of a firefighter. To the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations. I'd like to introduce you, Erie's newest firefighter. So next, I'd like to introduce Fire Chief Guy Santone for some remarks. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks.
Sure.
And some of them are shorter than I am. First off, I want to thank everybody for being here. Before I start, I want to recognize Police Chief Dan Spinardi and his staff for being here. I really appreciate that. And also I want to thank all the family members for being here too. First thing I'd like to do is have our newest Lieutenant, Mark Fargo, come up. I had Mark give me a little bio about himself, so I'm going to read it here. Mark originally started on the Erie Fire Department in 1996, April of 1996. He started as on Engine 6. And for the last 12 years before he made lieutenant, he was a driver at Engine 12. Mark also was in the Coast Guard and Reserve, for 28 years, achieving the rank of Master Chief. That's pretty good. Mark's married to Jennifer and have a wonderful daughter, Lauren. And parents are Darcy and the late Jim Vargo. I've known Mark for quite a while, and I always thought Mark would be a great officer. His ceiling is really high on the Erie Fire Department. He can go as far as he really wants to go. You can tell by the rank of Master Chief, he is a leader of people. I am very happy for Mark for making the transition to lieutenant, but even more happy for the Erie Fire Department as we are getting a leader in Mark. Thank you very much, Mark. Congratulations. Before I carry on a little bit further, I just want to talk to the families a little bit, just to let you know what being a firefighter is all about. Someone asked one time, what do firefighters do? It's not what we do, it's what we are willing to do. As firefighters, we risk our lives to go into a house that we have never been into before, that is filled with smoke and fire, to save a life of someone we don't even know. And that is one of the things that we are willing to do. The other things are maybe rappelling off the side of a building or a cliff to save someone that may be trapped, or pulling someone out of a burning car. We even deliver babies once in a while. But there are times when firefighters run into things that are tough to take. And as firefighters, we understand that. But as firefighters, we have each other's back. We will support our brothers and sisters any way that we can. But sometimes they need a little more. And that's when the families come into play. And that's when you, as families, have to have their backs too. You have to offer all your love and your support in their time of need. You see, the fire department is like a family. And being a family member of a firefighter, you are now a part of our family. So thanks for being here. I think that pretty much concludes it. There's going to be some pictures taken. Anybody want any pictures, you're more than welcome to come up. I apologize. I do have to read the bios of the gentlemen. I apologize for that. I'm going to start off with Dion Lewis. Dion is a father of 3 wonderful kids. He started in public safety at emergency care as an EMT and worked there for 10 years. He worked alongside the Erie Fire Department and made him aspire to be a firefighter. He is also a staff sergeant in the United States Army and has been serving for the past 8 years. He became a police officer at Lawrence Park after attending the police academy before receiving his current position. That means we have 4 police officers on the Erie Fire Department. Sorry, Dan. His hobbies are lifting weights, hunting, fishing, and most of all, spending time with his family and friends. He was recently engaged and planned to get married in October of 2020. Congratulations. Next is Ron Dombrowski. Good guy. He is the eldest son of Ronald and the late Kathy Dombrowski. He is a lifelong resident of Erie County, having graduated from Fort LaBeouf High School and on to obtain his bachelor's degree from Mercyhurst University. He spent 7 years as an honorable service in the U.S. military. He joined the department this past January and is assigned to Engine 11 4th Platoon. From day one, he made his objective to learn and to know as many fellow firefighters and officers as possible. Outside of the service of the fire department, Ron is an active parishioner at All Saints Roman Catholic Church and is heavily involved with many local youth and high school wrestling programs. He also still competes and has been ranked as high as number 9 in the U.S. Olympic ladder. He currently resides in Northeast with his girlfriend Jessica and 9-year-old son Maddox. Congratulations. Matthew Southwick. Matthew was born and raised in northwestern Pennsylvania. He was introduced to the fire service while working summers for a family friend. After high school, Matt enlisted in the U.S. Coast Guard and for 6 years. He served 4 years at Search and Rescue Station and 2 years at a small boat response unit in Galveston, Texas, which will be perfect because we just got a new boat. After the military, Matt moved back home to become an Erie firefighter and is extremely thankful to be able to serve the city of Erie. Congratulations, Matthew. Ray Zumagala, another good guy. Born and raised in Erie, PA, served in the Marine Corps as an infantryman before returning to Erie to complete his bachelor's degree. Later worked overseas as a security consultant and more recently assisted veterans in acquiring benefits to pursue college. He is married to Cassandra, who gave birth to their first son, Harrison, earlier this year. Congratulations, Ray. Next is my buddy, Judd Spaulding. Before he started working for the city, Judd worked 16 years driving heavy equipment for the state. In 2014, Judd became a mechanic for the Erie Fire Department. And for the last 5 years, that's what he did. He was an excellent mechanic. When Judd got on the list and I kind of knew he was going to be hired, it was a happy day and it was a sad day. The sad day was we were losing an excellent mechanic, but I know we're going to gain one hell of a firefighter. Congratulations, Judd. Eric Deluzy, another good guy. They're all good guys. Eric was born and raised in Erie, Pennsylvania. He is the son of Patrick and Karen Deluzy. He graduated from Cathedral Prep in 2004. He went on to serve active duty in the Army as a cavalry scout, which led him to his tour duty in Afghanistan in 2013. In addition to the 8.5 years of military service, Eric is also serving in the Pennsylvania National Guard. He is honored and looking forward to serve the city of Erie along with his fellow firefighters for years to come. Congratulations, Eric. Michael Hodak was hired to the City of Erie Department in July of this year. After graduation, Mike enlisted in the United States Air Force as a firefighter. Perfect, right? During his enlistment, Mike married his wife Rita and they have their son Garrett. Mike enjoys hunting, fishing, watching his son participate in various sports. His plans are to have a long and healthy career with the Erie Fire Department and one day retire and live in the mountains with his family and spoil many grandchildren. I like that. That's pretty good. Congratulations. Eric Heine, a lifelong resident of Erie, he still resides in the city. Parents include Robert and Terry Heine, siblings, 2 sisters, Lisa and Lori, all still residents of Erie. Married to Michelle Heine for 19 years, graduated Academy High School, and continued education at Edinburgh University. Worked in remodeling and refinishing of hardwood floors in business for the past 25 years. The events of 9/11 awakened him the desire to serve his country and the city, and the memories were always wanting to be a firefighter. It took 10 years of managing to keep his name on the hiring list, but he persevered and have a great sense of pride in finally realizing his dream. I have a grateful chance to serve my city of Erie. Congratulations, but before I finish, I have one little story I have to tell you about Eric. We hired Mike Hodak a couple days before the test. And I told Mike, I said, you're pretty lucky. You're probably going to be the last person hired off of this list. And then the next day, the day before the test, one of our firefighters called me and says that his wife got a job down south and he's going to have to leave in a couple weeks. So I looked on the list who was next. It was Eric Heine. And so the day of the test, I didn't have a chance to call him. I figured I would call him Monday. So the day of the test, we're at the test, and the test is winding down, and the participants were filtering out, and I had gone to the restroom. As I walked out of the restroom, there was this guy walking down the hallway. And I didn't know Eric from the hole in the wall. I didn't know Eric. I didn't know ever seen him before or anything, so I didn't know it was him. So I said, so how do you think you did? He said, I think I did pretty well. He said, I don't know if I did as well as last time, but I think I did pretty well. I says, so what's your name? He goes, Eric Heine. So I says, you got a minute? So we went off in the room, and I says, hey, I says, so you think you're going to get hired off of this test? He goes, well, I don't know. He says, I got to tell you something. What would you think if I gave you a call Monday and offered you a job? And he didn't, obviously he didn't believe me. You're kidding me. I said, no, I'm serious. So I told him the story. I think I made him the happiest guy in the world that day. His smile extended from one side to the other. And we are really happy to have you, Eric. Thank you very much. Now that concludes today. But like I said, there's going to be photo opportunities for anybody who needs to get photos. You're more than happy to come on up here, whatever you want to do. But I want to thank everybody for being here, all the families, all the firefighters. This is a tradition that we used to do years ago. For some reason, it stopped. This is our second year of doing this, and hopefully we can keep this going for many, many, many years and see how it goes. Thank you very much for being here.
Can I say the last word?
You certainly can.
I also wanted to thank everybody. Congratulations to the 8 new firefighters. It's great to have you here on board, and certainly congratulations to Mark Vargo as well. I also want to recognize a couple of Erie Firefighters Union who are here, Greg Laird and Len Trott. We have a great relationship with the union, and you're becoming part of a very good group.